beautiful night it is. Tensions are high, and it is all on the line tonight. A series champion will be crowned. NASCAR's championship weekend begins now. Phoenix Raceway Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series Championship Race.
Joining us to deliver the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome the man in charge of activations and promotions for Lucas Oil, Greg Cazzo.
NASCAR Nation, say it with me! Drivers, start your engine!
And as far as this season has gone, Grant Enfinger has finished better than the other three title hopefuls more often, but as you can see, it's all pretty close.
And I want to tell you, make a note, Grant Enfinger, he's starting on the outside of the front row. He thinks that's the best groove to be in. These drivers have to stay above the start-finish line until they cross it. They can't go down low. But you watch, Kurt, as soon as they take the green flag, how they spread out going down toward turn one.
They're going to stay uniform for right there, and now they're spreading out. Look at this, 12, 15 wide, we don't know. Track's dirty, and we are green at Phoenix for a championship run. Isn't that awesome how they fan out?
Look at Stuart Friesen. He wasn't even on the racetrack yet. He spent his whole turns 1 and 2 down the apron.
I thought Grant Enfinger was the guy that started the race. He's back and forth already.
And you can see those right side tires of the 21 truck of Zane Smith is up in that darker area of the racetrack. That traction compound NASCAR applies to the road. Obviously, it's a little bit further around the top. They want the groove to be stickier up top, so guys will be tempted to use it. And I already see a couple of guys using that traction compound.
There is not one groove that's going to be faster than the next groove right now. Everybody's trying to just sort their trucks out and just go after what they can grab for track position right now. And then you'd settle in, get that deep breath in, and then you start cranking out those consistent lap times. But right now, you're just trying to take advantage of other people's mistakes.
Final lap here in stage 1, and Zane Smith has led them all. In fact, our championship 4 have been 1 through 4 from the very beginning. First stage goes to the 21. Zane Smith, stage 1 winner.
Yeah, his starts just haven't been there right now. And so what he needs to do is just try to reset. Let these spots go by. You know, Rhodes is going to put pressure on him, no matter if it's a teammate or not. You know Rhodes is going to be aggressive. And then he misses the groove, and now he's just shuffled back. And he just has to take a big, deep breath and hope that his truck's handling will come back in.
For the lead, teammates Creed and Moffitt.
That was a power move down into 3 and 4 on the low side. Let's see if he's able to make it stick. He's going to try to straddle that yellow line as he carves through here.
Sheldon Creed on the outside likes to use that traction compound.
Check out Ben Rhodes. He's slipping up here to battle for 3rd position as we're coming to the end of this second stage.
Yeah, this is for a battle here. You want to try to hold as much track position as possible if you're Creed. And he's going to be able to hold him off. He does. He'll hold P3 for this pit stop. And that'll give his crew a better chance of pushing him back out there in the lead.
Rhodes in the top 4 as he runs 4th now.
Wow, what a power move by Zane Smith trying to get back ahead of Rhodes.
He wants to go now, right, Michael?
Wow, watch this. You're talking about throwing it in there. That's all it's got right there. And look, sideways.
Lights out, and it's the 42 of Carson Hocevar.
Garage, take it to the garage.
His night is done.
That's not a good look for the truck. Most likely got loose down there in 1 and 2 and backed around in a little bit. Maybe he got help. I don't know. We'll see. But, man, it's going to stack him back up for another restart. We'll rack him like a pool table here.
Hocevar was racing along about the 18th position back there on the lead lap. Now, this is interesting, Vince. I don't think the leaders will pit here. But what's Grant Enfinger do? He needs to do something different than the leaders, right? Whoa, was that a flat tire, Kurt?
I caught it just after he started spinning. But, yeah, that was huge to have all the amounts of sparks before he hit.
Big hit for Hocevar, the 17-year-old. He's been impressive in a limited schedule this season. Looking forward to seeing him on a full-time basis out of the Nice camp next year.
Think about Brett, though. He talked at the top of the show. He said, I'll win this championship because of my experience. He's leaning on every bit of that right now, Vince, trying to make sure he times the lap traffic perfectly, takes care of those tires that he knows are wearing, and holds off a charging Grant Enfinger.
So Moffitt won his championship back in 2018. He did so with back-to-back wins in the final 2 races of the season. He won here at Phoenix and then went to Homestead the next week in the championship race and won that one as well. Trying to do the walk-off again tonight, winning the season finale and taking the series championship with him. And remember, Brett said earlier, we heard the comment from him earlier, he doesn't have a job lined up solidified for next season, and how a championship here in this series can certainly go a long way towards securing his spot in a top ride next season. But we're going to have a caution. Dawson Cram goes around with 3 to go.
Oh, no. As they would say, this changes everything.
Oh, exactly what Moffitt did not want.
Moffitt was doing everything right. He was almost starting to find out what suit he was going to put on at his home banquet that he'll probably have. This is a huge change. This changes the whole complexion of everything. Off of turn 2, and the 41 just didn't know that truck was to his outside.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, big contact there with...
Yeah, Gray put it up on the outside.
And Dawson Cram brings out the caution, and we'll have NASCAR overtime.
I don't reckon about. You gotta be kidding me.
Man, that just shows you that was a championship that was his if that caution doesn't fall. Now, he's still very talented, very aggressive. Perfect last restart, Vince. He went down low. He held off the charging crowd and held on for that lead, and he was driving toward victory lane. Can he do it again? He's got to do it one more time. And Kurt, you know this. Guys are just going to be crazy aggressive.
He's got to reset, though. Moffitt has controlled everything tonight, and he had everything going his way. He's just got to reset again. Come up with a game plan and own this next restart, knowing Enfinger has got a little bit fresher tires. Not really at this point, but you've got Rhodes, Creed, Friesen's back there. We've seen him 4 lanes down to the inside on these restarts.
Can he get the best of Brett Moffitt this time? And can Grant Enfinger win his first Gander Trucks Championship?
Heart rate's through the roof, Vince. This is making me crazy. This restart. How will these 2 on the front row are racing for a championship? There's 2 guys a couple rows back that are doing the same. Remember, you got the guys behind these 2 that are just trying to win a race. How will this play out? There's so many variables.
Yes, Enfinger's teammate is behind Moffitt. Moffitt's teammate is behind Enfinger. The green is out. NASCAR overtime for the championship at Phoenix.
Moffitt is stressing. He's got Rhodes to his inside. Enfinger's going to drive it down in there. We've got
Chandler Smith to the bottom and now to the front. Chandler Smith with the lead. Enfinger challenging.
He left a little room.
Sheldon Creed by Enfinger.
Zane Smith is on the bottom. Creed.
Sheldon Creed.
He's there.
Side by side.
He's going to take the lead. From
the
all
white
the way
flag
back.
is out, and Sheldon Creed has the lead with 1 to go. The pit stop has paid off for Creed, and now Zane Smith all the way to the bottom. Can Smith make one last run at Sheldon Creed?
He's not giving up, Vince.
Creed in the lead. Chandler Smith moving into second now, but it's going to be Sheldon Creed. The California Kid is going to do it. Sheldon Creed wins the championship.
Holy shit.
Wow.
What a phenomenal restart. Everything was on the line, and he found a path. He carved through everybody to work his way back up into position. He passed trucks faster than I can count them.
Man, we gotta go to Lake Havasu. This is gonna be a heck of a time.
What a call by crew chief Jeff Stankiewicz to bring Sheldon Creed in, make the adjustment, make the tire change to give his driver a chance. He said, we're not good enough to do it this way. We've got to come to pit road and make the changes, and it paid off. Watch the replay.
Brett just couldn't get going, but watch this 2 truck. He's down on the bottom. You see the white truck back there. This is the huge part. When he gets to the turn, he just goes lower.
Unbelievable. He just found the right air to get onto his nose at the right moment to carve underneath all those trucks through 1 and 2. And then didn't even hesitate about turn 3 and taking it down in there and plugging up in finger behind the 51 truck.
This is going to be fun. Let's ride on board with him.
Gotta wait to the line right there. He just keeps going lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide.
That is living right there, baby.
Look at it. He's just chomping at the bit here. He's not even going to hesitate looking to the inside.
What a nice job there. He didn't overshoot that corner. He was down on the bottom, went off early enough to get it aimed, and there he goes to a championship.
23 years old.
You are the friggin' man. Don't want anybody else driving this thing, man. Good job.
You know what he did right there? He sprinkled in a little bit of that off-road dirt track truck action where you have those land rush starts and all that off-road racing. And he just picked his way through there like he knew exactly what was going to happen.
What a crazy finish. Brett Moffitt driving toward his 2nd championship. The caution falls. I mean, you can't blame his crew chief, Chad Norris, either, Vince, for pitting. Kurt and I were thinking, you know, you got to stay out there. But I know there's a lot of Xfinity racers and Cup guys that are saying, if there's a green-white checker, we better pit.
That's amazing how much the tires made an impact. I think that was a small change Goodyear implemented, and they brought it for the Truck Series this time around. Tires they weren't that important there in years past for those restarts, but man, they sure are now.
Creed went through a significant portion of this race where the truck just wasn't good enough, and they continued to work on it at each stop. And in the final time, Jeff Stankiewicz, the crew chief, makes the call to come to pit road to set the stage for overtime, and it was the right call as Sheldon Creed storms through the field and wins at Phoenix to clinch the championship.
What a year it's been for this young man. Vince, we just saw it early in the season, him gaining his maturity. Always had a lot of speed, but spun out every now and then trying to use all that speed, and we just saw him get progressively better. I remember back at Pocono, he stuck it down in the tunnel turn underneath Brandon Jones, and when he didn't let off the gas, he was more conservative. That was a turn that he would have generally got in there too far and spun out. That was the first time that I said, well, this kid's starting to get some maturity about him, and look where he is now.
Boy, as you see Brett Moffitt climb from his truck, he's just got to be sick after having the race and the championship in his grasp until that caution came out with Dawson Cram and the accident, and it jumbled it all up and gave Sheldon Creed an opportunity to come to pit road, and that was the decision that set the stage for the race-winning moves.
NASCAR thought it might be a good idea to bring the championship Final Four in the big series to the Arizona desert and race at this beautiful racetrack in Phoenix, and this race didn't disappoint.
Alan Cavana's down with our race winner and 2020 champion, Sheldon Creed.
What a season. What a finish. Cheers from the crowd. Sheldon Creed. We just have to talk about the restart. What was going through your mind when you're that far back with only 2 laps to go?
That my teammate was going to win the championship and we were going to run 3rd. Just a good truck on short run, just way too loose there as we went on. And caution come out and me and Jeff were talking. I'm like, we got nothing to lose. Worst we're going to run is 4th here. Let's put tires on it. And I pride myself on my restarts week in and week out, and just nailed a restart right there. And they were racing really hard. The 51, or I don't know.
Here's the replay. We saw what you did. Tell us how you did this.
I don't know. Just driving this thing as hard as I can. I want this so bad. I got to thank Josh Wise. He helps me so much. My teammates. Gosh, I almost spin out on entry here. I get so loose underneath them, just on new tires, you know. I don't know how I did it. I just drove as hard as I could, and I knew if I did, I'd have a shot. And just my guys, Chevy Accessories, everyone that helps us, but my grandfather's the one that makes this deal happen. And my whole family, we got like 20 camp spots out here, and I'm gonna drink some cold beer tonight.
Cold beer for the champion. Sheldon Creed is your 2020 Truck Series champion, Jamie.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.